This is our special edition of 726. It's a special edition.
Is
Did you know it's a special
why
edition?
Why is it a special edition today?
Because
the next 2 weeks will be red, white, and blue. So those will be like special editions.
Yeah, and you won't be here next week?
I won't be here either the next 2 weeks. So it dawned on me today I wouldn't get to do red, white, and blue.
No.
I always do red, white, and blue.
Well, you won't this week.
In fact, my very first show ever was a red, white, and blue show.
I think Brenda will be here one of those
one
days.
week, but then she's going on vacation.
Yeah, she's going to Florida.
So you're looking for some help.
I'll find somebody.
All right.
I'll get one of the guests to fill in for me.
I have no doubt that you'll find somebody.
It'll be on-the-job training.
They will be fine.
They will be fine.
They will be fine. I have no doubt.
Probably show me a thing or two.
They will. They will.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure. I have to mention Chris because I talked about Chris last week on the show, and I talked to her today, and she didn't hear it.
What did she not hear?
She didn't hear me give her that shout out. Tell her how proud I was.
You didn't hear it. Well, just goes to show you how loyal your viewers are.
No, she watches, but she said she'd only seen the first part of the show that week.
Well,
so I started. She have to go back and try to find it and watch all of it. But
she can watch it today. I mean, she can go on her internet site.
So, but I bumped into her. So she's lost 70 pounds, not 30.
Oh my gosh,
that's like half a person.
Wow.
Yeah. 4:30 in the morning, that woman gets up and gets out and runs and stuff.
Is that all she does? I'm not sure she has to.
Well, she said she's watching what she eats, that kind of thing. Let's see, eat less, move more. That's pretty much it.
Right. That's a Dr. Laura thing.
It's a multi-billion-dollar industry, and it's eat less and move more.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the end of it.
Pretty simple.
Now, you want me to tell you about your hello?
I would like to tell. Sure. I'm not going to stop you.
She's a mystery woman. She has to remember, because I did not get her name.
Okay.
Okay. But I was in Walmart the other day.
Who stopped you.
Yeah, I was in Walmart the other day, and so I'll tell the story so you'll know that this is you're who I'm speaking of.
She's not watching either, so go ahead.
No, she watches every week. She's in St. Joe. That narrows it down to your friends in St. Joe.
So all of our viewers in St. Joe, they always watch.
They watch every week.
From start to finish.
The viewers in St. Joe watch every week. So anyway, it was so cute. She said, I didn't know I was like shopping with a star or something like that. And I kind of looked at her and grinned.
Were you in?
I was in the produce department, buying good produce. I wasn't in the little Debbie aisle or anything.
You didn't have your person out there buying for you?
No. My personal shopper, no, I was doing it myself.
Yeah, I always have my person.
Because stars like me have personal shoppers,
and
of course.
I do too. I got two.
You got two? You do. It's called
two.
Betty. Betty goes and does your shopping. But anyway, back to my story. And I smiled. I said, she said, aren't you a star? I said, no. And she said, aren't you the woman on TV? I said, oh, well, yeah, that's me. And she laughed. And she said, I watch you and Dan all the time. She said, you guys are just...
my name was
She said, we're hilarious. Yeah, and she said, you tell Dan, hello from way down St. Joe way.
Oh, yeah, all my friends in St. I love those people down there.
And so I said, well, I will tell him. And so we got talking about the depot and then the different things that are going on down at St. Joe. And she's very proud of everything that's, getting all fixed up and changed and everything down there. So... We just did very nicely. We just chatting and visiting the produce. She was very complimentary.
Nice.
Everybody always has been that's ever stopped me and talked to me. Anything negative has been said in an email.
They usually call
anonymously.
The negative responses usually come during regular business hours.
Really? Yeah. No one's ever said anything ugly to my face. I have gotten an email. Only one ever, but a lady sent me a really nasty email one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she forgot that if I clicked the top, I could find out what her name was. So
maybe she
didn't sign it. No, she'd have signed it. She didn't sign it.
Oh. And can you tell me?
No, it wouldn't be nice. It wouldn't be nice.
Have you told me this before? I don't remember.
Think so.
Okay.
I don't remember. But anyway,
we're always concerned.
Zinger.
We're always concerned about what our viewers think.
Oh yes, I love constructive criticism, but I don't like people who are mean.
Is this the pet of the week?
This is okay. I know you've never seen him before, but this is Zing Zing. And Zing Zing likes to come in. We call him our station mascot. And if you would come down to the station to visit us, he would meet you at the door.
He's got some viewers.
A Zinger has loyal. In fact, I think he may have groupies.
I would say so.
I think Zing might have some groupies. We won't tell you the way Zing greets some people, but he's very friendly. Should we just leave it at that? And not divulge
I think I will. I don't know what you mean, but...
Well, when other dogs come.
Oh, well, he does his ritual, how dogs do when they greet.
Yeah, and it's just sometimes it gets out of hand. Zinger, you're so cute. I can see you on the monitor, Zinger. Your daddy needs to give you a summer haircut.
We've got quite a lineup of guests today.
Well, don't we always?
We do.
There he goes. Are you insinuating that these are better than last week's?
They are, because they're all new to me.
They're not new. Every single person today has been on here before.
No, Brian
Adam
Battis
has not.
Brian Battis not been
here.
No,
Brian Battis hadn't. And Adam, I had Adam in class, so I'm tickled death to see Adam. I thought Nick was coming, but...
Can you pronounce his last name?
Topang, yes.
That sounds like
his mom's name's Cindy.
A Klingon or a Vulcan
name.
No.
I had Adam in class. He's a wonderful student. I'm not supposed to say that, so... broke federal law. But
Why?
anyway, you can't. You're not supposed to in any way indicate. You didn't know that? Like
No.
I was passing out like tests in class, and I said, "Good job, Daniel." I can get sued for stuff like that.
Are you kidding me?
You cannot in any way, shape, or form divulge anything that might indicate a student's performance. I mean, I can't
We used
even
to have that in school
Oh,
when I was
it used to be
younger.
public humiliation. They would flat say, "You got the lowest grade in the class, kid."
Oh no, we wouldn't do that. But you got stars.
When
and
I
things,
was
didn't
in college, they'd just post the scores on the door, and you'd be your name, the score beside it. And everybody knew how you got a D or whatever. And I never got a D, Mom, ever.
And they stopped that?
Oh yes.
How long ago did they stop that?
Well, now one year we were told we couldn't ask a student aloud for their social security number. They would have to write it on a piece of paper and give it to us, and then we would have to enter it in our computer and hand it back. I said, should we eat it? But anyway, I thought that was kind of silly. But yeah, there's all kinds of laws about, like if I had Gil in class, if you said, how's Gil doing, I couldn't answer it.
Is that right?
Legally cannot do that. Even if it's your son. I've had parents call me and ask me questions, and I'll say, I'm sorry, but I cannot discuss. I pay the tuition. Ma'am, that would be between you and your son.
That's amazing.
I can't even verify you're in my class. Like if they say,
too many rules.
Oh, it's just silly.
It's not laid back like it used to be.
Well, as in everything, the pendulum has swung too far. But when you can get in trouble for saying, nice job, or you say, well, how's Gil doing? Oh, Gil's doing a great job. I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, it really.
What about in sports? What are you supposed to do? You can't.
Sports is a whirlwind.
And say great.
Oh, coaches whack them upside the head and everything else.
Can't do that anymore.
Ball game.
Oh well.
Yeah, we're not allowed to do that. So I broke federal law. Adam, you were a great student. Sue me, Adam. Sue me. He was a great student. He really was.
You
Good
could say
student.
that now that he's out of school.
No, he sat in the back row. Mary, I sat in the back row. There was a guy in class. Remember him, the one that was a troublemaker? And you told me and Adam one day he said, "Would you like me to talk to him in the parking lot?" And I said, "Thank you very much for being such a gentleman, but I can help myself." He goes, "I'll take care of him for you."
That's funny.
So now you'll know when Adam comes on that he's a gentleman. He offered to take care of a troublesome student for me one day.
Let's tell people who's going to be on.
He was only going to speak to him though.
Well, that's
in the parking lot.
Adam's a tall guy. I mean, he probably could tower over whoever. So
yeah, he could get the point across. So I had a knight in shining armor. It's nice.
It's always nice to have one. I've never had one of those.
I need them. I need a knight in shining. I love knights in shining armor.
I need one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Brian Batta is here. He's from the International Coin Collectors, and they have events here, I think, twice a year. And they've got a big event going on. Actually, it's going on right now.
Yeah. Well, the exciting part
Ramada
is
Inn.
People have these coins at home and don't know it.
Yeah.
Which is why they need to watch the segment, because he'll tell us which ones to look for.
I've got a sock at home, and it's full of old coins. Silver dollars and things like that. And I think a lot of people should check into that.
Maybe you should just say I have a container, not a sock.
No, it's a sock.
Well, I know.
And it's got a knot in the top so the coins won't fall out. Don't you get a visual image of that?
I get a visual image of it. Yes, I do.
It's not in my sock drawer though. It's in one of the other drawers.
You don't tell us where it's at, because we'll be coming down there and stealing your socks. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people, I guarantee, have just you throw coins in the bottom of jars and you throw them in the bottom of drawers and in boxes and things like that. So stay tuned for the coin. You might be a millionaire if you stay tuned and watch the coin collection section.
And not only coins, but they have they're looking for jewelry and also collectible items, and we'll find out all about that. And then your buddies,
my buddies Enoch and Adam, are coming talking to us about the summer programs over at the L.C. Hammons Youth Center. It's always exciting.
Yeah.
And next, my dear friend and tennis buddy, the other half of the Celtic Thunder, actually, because we're both, I'm Scots and she's Irish, but we try to overcome that. But we are both natural redheads. You can still tell she is, but thanks to Amy, I'm not anymore. Anyway, Marion O'Leary with Serenity Inc. Serenity, okay. And she is here today to talk about the Taste of Twin Lakes, which is a fundraiser where you can just get all kinds of groovy stuff, and she's got some show and tell, and Dan loves show and tell. Loves show and tell.
The word taste, would that be something that
taste,
you
eat?
Okay.
Yep.
Consumption. Okay.
So that's something you get excited about. And then Jessica Cleland, who has been here several times before, and she's here with the Crafts Fest. So we'll hear all about the Crafts Fest.
That's good.
Everything's good.
It is good.
Good today. This has been the highlight of my day. I wasn't feeling well, but now that I'm here, I'm happy.
You feeling better now that you're here?
Now that I'm here with you, Dan, it's just amazing. The drugs I took, it's just amazing what a difference it makes.
Has the drug kicked in yet? I was going to say a shout out to all the women that if you're feeling bad, come to the show and you feel better.
Sit next to
me and you'll feel better.
Sit next to Dan, and I tell you, It's a mood-lifting experience.
Let's move on to
it
a commercial.
Really is.
That would be.
Let's take a commercial break.
Let's do that.
Okay, go ahead. Take a commercial break.
We're going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, we'll be talking with Brian Batta from the International Coin Collectors, an event going on right now at the Ramada Inn in Mountain Home from the June 7th to the 11th. We'll find out all about that, and then maybe some treasures you might have in just a few minutes. Stay with us.